You guys get to see me sometimes doing some last minute adjustments here. Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka your friend in the media, here to talk about the Carolina Panthers. Overtime victory against the Arizona Cardinals to now take our win total to 4, twice as many as that we had last year. So that's a great thing. And this show is 100% dedicated to you guys, right? So I don't have, I'll tell you some stuff, but for the most part, this is whatever questions, comments, statements you have. I'm here for it to talk about it with you, and hope that you all will continue to call in. Let me have the opportunity to meet you. Shout out to and I'm sorry, I forget their name, but shout out to the husband and wife that we all had a chance to meet yesterday prior to the game. And let me tell you this, if you are not tuning in to our pregame shows, you're missing out on quite a bit. Yesterday, I didn't expect it, but man, wow, I had two former Carolina Panthers on the show. Jonathan Stewart made a crazy appearance. Captain Mutherland was our co-host, along with having Rashad from Panther Nation podcast, and then myself. Just a really, I might even have a little tidbit to show you guys from there. Let me see if I got a tidbit. I mean, it was a great show. Here's a tidbit.
Well, you already know what it is.
What it is?
Hey, Uncle.
Arizona came to Carolina, so you know what we used to do.
Okay.
And get them boys up out of here.
Okay.
Walking around town.
What we got in the bag? We got some peppermints and stuff. Uncle Francisco, we're gonna give out.
Bruises, and I got my golf tee.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that was Jonathan Stewart yesterday making a guest appearance on the show, and it was funny. You're not going to see that anywhere else on any other channel but Charlotte Vibe. And there was some other great stuff in there. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about this Carolina Panthers team. And as you guys get settled to coming in, hey, tonight's show is just a 30-minute show starting a little bit later, but we'll still end at 8 o'clock. I know it's the holidays, but I still wanted to make myself available to those who hadn't yet got completely immersed in the holiday. And let me tell you, normally there's not a show on Tuesday. There will absolutely, positively be a show tomorrow because the Carolina Panthers will have practice tomorrow. So let me tell you about the schedule change around for the team. Normally, Tuesday is a day off. But instead of Tuesday being a day off, tomorrow will be like a Wednesday. And tomorrow will be like a Wednesday. But Wednesday will be like a Tuesday, which is actually Christmas Day. The players will be off so they can spend time with their families, whether that's virtual, in person, whatever that may be. And then Thursday, they will resume. So again, expect normal coverage tomorrow for Carolina Panthers as a team. We'll have practice on what is normally an off day. And Wednesday will be the off day where you should expect nothing from me. I might jump on for a quick second and say Merry Christmas. But my guy, KPM, I haven't seen this guy on in a while. About to put an APB out on you. All points bulletin to find my man KPM. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, KPM, and saying hello. Good to see you. And let's see. We got BF who says, tell us more about this practice squad receiver that caught third down pass, then dropped that second pass, Dan Chisna. What do you want to know about him exactly? I didn't. That caught the third and then dropped that second pass. He dropped the second pass. I will say I don't always have all of my film review done to remember all that as it is. Let me see if I can quickly find that and comment on it because that's what I'm here to do. KPM says he didn't drop the second one; he overthrew it. Yeah, let me try to super quickly find that because I didn't think that he dropped anything yesterday. But, hey, I'm here for it, so let me do my magical thing and what is this? All right, my little system isn't working here properly to give me the information that I'm seeking right now. That sucks. Hold on. Why is this not working? 20,224 regular game week 16 on the All right, here we go. Let me see if I can quickly find this play that you're talking about. You said he dropped the ball? Okay, so you're talking about in the fourth quarter. That looked like that was incomplete. Let me look at this play real quick, BS, so I can tell you what you're talking about here. So Trimble goes in motion. Bryce drops basketball. Oh yeah, he didn't drop that. No, he didn't drop that. The pass wasn't even close. It was like too short of a pass. So Dan could not have caught that no matter what. That was just not a good play. That was in the fourth quarter at the 2-minute mark, 3rd and 3. Ball's about at the 49. That was, I'm going to watch it one more time. That was not a drop at all. Yeah, it didn't even get to his hands. It was too short. BF, that ball was not thrown well. That was an incomplete. That was all on my man Bryce Young. But hey, I'm not mad at you for asking a question. Don't y'all get mad at him for asking a question, because I'm your friend in the media. Whatever questions you all have, whether it's educational, whether it's whatever, I'm here. So that's why you should subscribe to the channel, because you truly do have a friend in the media, which is myself. We got some people calling in. What's up, Queens Yarn Boutique? She just became. Hold on, I'm about to get to you, Thomas and Shad, but we got a new member. So we need our new members. We appreciate our new members. Welcome, Queens Yarn Boutique, to the Charlotte Vibe channel. I hope that you will be here for a while. I hope that someday that I'll get to meet you like I want to meet all of you out there. I'm a little excited, as y'all may can tell. I got my son a Christmas gift. Let me have this personal moment with y'all real quick. I should have took a picture of it. I know he's not watching. He's only 3 years old, so I can tell you guys. I got my son a 4-wheeler for Christmas, and I just did a little test. I'm gonna be so excited to give it to him. It's only 3, so. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the show. Again, thanks Queens Yarn Boutique, and I'm gonna hit this button right here. You got on the Charlotte Hornets shirt?
Yep. I mean, got her up, some of those teams up here in Ohio, so.
You living in misery. I don't follow the Hornets, but I heard they were kind of struggling.
I mean, you know what, Chris? It is what it is. I mean, I could have been a miserable Browns fan growing up. Tigers weren't the best team growing up. I only like one Ohio team, and that's the Guardians, so I'm a
Well, hey,
Michigan fan.
because we got a shortened show, I'm going to zip my
Yep.
mouth and put you on the clock and say, go.
Go. Okay. All right. So, yay on a victory. They doubled their wins. Happy about that. I'm glad to see that Chuba was able to get his sweet redemption after just basically dropping it. I mean, it happens. It's life. But it was nice that they were able to just give it to him again and was able to. I'm just, you know what? Kudos to Carolina for knocking out Arizona. Right now, this is their moment to shine. And honestly, if they can just win out another game, that's going to be good going into the offseason. I know people want draft position, but they can still get at least a top 10 draft pick. But I want improvement on wins. I'm sick and tired of drafting in the top 2 or 3. And also, it's nice to see Carolina actually doing something, unlike the Bears, because everybody that are Bears fans kept giving Carolina crap. So it's like, now what? Same win total. Same win total. Your team's going backwards where Carolina's going a little up a little ways. But no, it was a good game. It kept me on the edge of the seat. And you know what? Let's try to do some damage on, I think they play the Falcons, I think. I might be wrong. Might be Tampa Bay. It's Tampa Bay, I think, actually.
Next game is
But we'll see.
Tampa. Last game is Falcons.
I mean, they're winnable games. They are. So if they can get to 6, great. If they stay at 4, that's better than last year. I mean, trying to be optimistic here, but it's great. Early Christmas present, Carolina winning and showing away. So they're winning these games.
Yeah, indeed. Anything else?
No, that's really about it. I mean, it's nice to see their weapons kind of, you know, improve or at least show out and everything. So Bryce is the future. We will keep Bryce. I want to stop hearing all this talk about possibly drafting another quarterback. that I hear, so and so, like when their draft needs, they don't need to draft a quarterback. Carolina's got one.
All right.
Move on. Let's get a pass rusher.
Appreciate you, Thomas.
Yep. Have a nice Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and New Year's and all that stuff.
Thank you.
I kind of cut him off there at the end. Sorry about that. But Shaked, I'm going to get to you in a second. Yeah, because I'm only 30 minutes tonight, I do have to do a good job of giving you guys your 2 minutes and not interrupting doing your 2 minutes. Let me comment on Thomas' statements. Then I'm going to give you a few transactions. And then Shaked, can you nod your head if you can still wait a few minutes? All right, he's nodding his head that he can still wait a few minutes. And I'm going to be greedy. I want one more person to call in. I want to get at least 3 people each week. It's fun. You get to meet me. I get to meet you. We get to build this friendship that we have over here. All right, he talked about Chuba getting his redemption. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody was worried about Chuba getting his redemption. We all knew that that's something that can happen one time. It happened. It sucked that it happened. And yeah, but he certainly did get his redemption. He talked about today being Victory Monday. I used to, for those that have been around for a while, I used to sell merchandise to try to help with the income for the channel and support the channel, and I stopped doing it. But I had a Victory Monday shirt, and I probably should have wore it today because I only got a long sleeve one and a hoodie, and it's cold outside, so it would have been a good time to wear that, but I didn't. And as far as draft position, man, I mean, you guys can be where you want to be, but I'm not on that boat. I don't care about draft position. And my son actually bothers me quite a bit about, oh man, now we're, I don't know, number 7. I don't care. I want to win football games. It's been a long time since I got to report on like consecutive victories on a football game. We had it once earlier this season, but we're still only at 4 victories. 4. I want more. So, yeah, and the Bears giving us crap. That's funny. One of my most viral video clips ever, like hundreds of thousands of views, and I still get tagged on people commenting about this to this day, was when Bryce was a rookie down in Spartanburg. He threw this look away pass. Look away. And so all the talk on Twitter was like, that wasn't a no look. He saw it, then he looked like, yeah, look away means you throw it and then you look away. But anyway, a lot of Bears fans saw that video too. And every time Bears fans get in their feelings about the trade, I get tons and tons of tweets about it, which is, a funny thing. Let me give this one update, and then we're going to go to my guy, Shaked, who is patiently waiting. And I'm going to bring him in here. But I got to keep you guys up to date. So today, the Carolina Panthers waived defensive end Jonathan Harris. Again, waived defensive end Jonathan Harris. And a waiver on a Monday this late in the season is pretty different. But I don't know, maybe because they got the practice tomorrow. Who knows? But here's why they did it. They played the game this past Sunday with a bunch of inside linebackers, and they need other linebackers for some depth. So it's kind of a roster thing where they need some depth at that linebacker position, some outside linebackers to get in there. So they waived him, and they intend to make a transaction to get a new guy in there pretty soon. It will not be any elevations from the practice squad. It's going to be some guy from outside of the building. So when that happens, I will bring that to you guys. So Queen's Yarn Boutique has told me where she is. But you know what? I got to go to this guy right here. Also
Hey, Chris.
known as Shaked, who patiently waited for me to get over here. So what's going on, man? Can you hear me good? Mic check, mic. No,
Yeah,
I'm just messing.
I can hear you great, and I got me a Hanukkah Jersey XL.
You got
Xavier
Xavier
Leggett.
Leggett?
So hopefully he's going to put on a great show Sunday and so on
This
next year.
Sunday?
Yeah, because Dave Canales said he's trending toward playing.
But
That
he
is
said it's
said.
a long shot.
Well, we will see. If
You know
not
what?
Sundays, and
I haven't started your 2 minutes yet. Let me interrupt you one time, and then I'll start your 2 minutes. It was kind of weird. He says, like, yeah, he's far away, or like he has a lot to do to get ready. And it's like basically, oh, so he doesn't look good. He's day to day. Well, he's still on course, he's doing all the check marks. Like, well, what's a check mark? You got a slow plan check mark to get him back? But nevertheless, I'm going to start your 2 minutes. Ready, set, go.
So I know we only have 4 wins, but I'm excited. I'm excited about 2025. You know who I want.
Keep on talking.
You know who I want to get out of town,
Yes.
out of Lake.
He's
Yes,
also known as the defensive coordinator.
right. So I mean, yesterday we got gashed. The only reason why it wasn't Wolves because the Cardinals running back, Connell, I believe his last
Connor.
name, got injured. So that is why. But I give them kudos. They played tough. They had a couple of sacks. One very beautiful interception by Demari Richardson, which yesterday, in a way, Kyler Murray kind of played like Bryce Young rookie season. He was under duress, he made bad throws, and all of that. And I was shocked the Cardinals went for it on 4th and 2 in overtime from your 10-yard line. Luckily, they got it. But anyway, so I'm excited about the future. We have the right coach in Canales, which, by the way, on your show last season, your former co-host, I said I want Canales as the coach. So we have the right coach. We have the franchise quarterback. We need a couple of defensive players. Second cornerback, another cornerback beside they bring back JC, potentially a safety because Xavier Wood is going to be a free agent, edge rusher, which 3 players we are away from winning the NFC South. And yesterday, the stadium was rocking, absolutely rocking. It felt like a playoff games. Fans kept yelling, Chuba, Chuba, whenever he had the ball. That was great time yesterday, not like last year when it felt depressing and anger. Yesterday, you kind of wish the season would continue, which is excited. Very excited for the team going forward. I know you're not scheduled to have him interview, Chris, but Felipe Franks, I am curious if he studied acting in Arkansas because every play, you make it like a movie. Like the fumbles that yesterday picked up, they didn't show us the replay that Sam Franklin touched the ball. So we saw Felipe Frank dance, then he spinned the ball, different play. He went down very easily. So you might want to ask him if he studied acting in Arkansas as a secondary major because he sure can be actor once he finish playing.
Hey, that's right at your time, buddy. Good stuff, man. I appreciate you coming on and have a good holiday.
You too. Thanks.
Yes, sir. That's my good guy, Shad, who I'm surprised you didn't talk about the empty seats that were at the stadium. But I will say this. It's very cold this past Sunday, and we played a 7-7 Arizona Cardinals, and it's Christmas week. So I could see how some things may have said, hey, I'm going to sit this one out because of XYZ, right? But and in the press box, honestly, I can't really ever get a vibe for the stadium unless it's like extraordinarily one way or the other, because we're like, it's enclosed. We can't hear clearly for what's going on in the bowl. But I did see videos surfacing online about people like walking through the tunnels as they're leaving, saying Chuba or yelling the Chuba chant. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the NFC South standings because I think we got one more game tonight. Man, I'm sorry to be singing to you guys. You don't want to hear my terrible voice. Yeah, the Saints play tonight against the Green Bay Packers. But the current standings in the NFC South, Atlanta's at the top, tied with Tampa. So basically, Atlanta or Tampa will be your NFC South winners. Yeah, because the Saints are eliminated. We only got 2 games left. They're 3 games back. But nevertheless, let me talk you guys through this. Atlanta Falcons, 8-7. We play them the last game of the season. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 8-7. We play them this week. And the New Orleans Saints are 5-9. Carolina Panthers are 4-11. So the rest of the season, we still got 2 more games to go. We can continue, maybe perhaps, embracing the role of the spoiler. I know a lot of players in that locker room, and Coach Dave Canales says, we don't look at the other opponent to get hype. We just always look at ourselves. I don't want to look at the other opponent because what if there's nothing to be motivated about for an upcoming opponent? Then what are we going to do? Where are the guys going to channel that energy? So I know the players are going to say, we're not focusing on, we're just focusing on doing what we got to do. But for those who do like that, we do have absolutely the opportunity to play spoiler this week and next week. Ultimately, kind of determining who makes it to the NFC South, who gets that. I hope, you know what? Random thought. I want it to be the Falcons because the Tampa Bay Bucks have won the division. Man, I feel like 3, maybe 4 years in a row. And yeah, I just want the love to be spread around a little bit. You know, I don't want that glory days of, I forget the years off the top of my head, but around 2015, we had like a run of 3 or 4 NFC South titles. We were like kings of the South. And now if Tampa continues to win, they can take that and I'll be sad again about the past. But nevertheless, let me go and hit some more of these comments because BF, did BF have any more comments? Hey BF, if you're still out there watching, I'm not sure where your feelings are coming from in terms of are you saying that you don't like Dan Chesna, or are you saying that you're mad that he disappeared? I'm not quite sure what your feelings are that I continue to comment about him. And then we got Queen's Yard Boutique, which I just gave some props to for becoming a member. Thanks so much for the support. But this was the couple that we met yesterday. We took a picture. You guys certainly feel free to tag me in that picture so I can repost it and share it. But really, really do sincerely love when everybody or anybody has a chance to meet me in person. It's really, really cool to put a face with a name. So got a chance to meet her and her husband yesterday. Really nice people. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. And thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your morning before the game to stop by and say hello. Yes, it was awesome meeting both of you two. And you guys had some really kind and encouraging words for me, which I sincerely appreciate. Ali Bodrick, welcome back, Chris. This was a good game. I'm wondering if they can play spoiler for the last 2 games. Absolutely. Man, I don't have a big enough production team to go back and say, hey, pull this clip, pull that clip. But I had mentioned last week about the opportunity that this team has to compete in every single game this season. It's like they do. I'm not saying that they're going to win, but I don't feel like any game is like, oh my goodness, this somebody's going to give it to us. I don't. And I said that after the Cowboys game, like that's just going to happen one time. You know, you wouldn't expect, I don't know what week Bryce came back. Let's say Bryce came back let's just say 7. You can't expect to have 11 straight weeks of no slips, like a perfect kind of team from a team that's rebuilding, right? Now, maybe these are veterans and this Dave Canales, Dan Morgan, Bryce Young, and this nucleus has been together for several years. You might be a little less grace with their sustained level of success, but this is a new team, new coaching staff. They're going to have a moment where they take a step back, just like they have moments right now where they're still going to have some growing pains. So, Ali Bodrick, 1,000%. Absolutely, they can play spoiler for the last 2 games. I'm not concerned about us playing Tampa Bay. I'm not concerned about us playing the Atlanta Falcons. If we get this defense, a good week, get some tweaks from the defense, man, that could be wonderful. Because yesterday, we were up 20 to 3, and they came back a lot. And then, as Shad mentioned earlier, it was kind of like head scratching that when Connor went out, who was all their rushing offense, suddenly the Arizona Cardinals became very capable at passing the ball. And it's like, how do they become capable at passing the ball against us so well when we know we just took away, well, not we just took away, but their best run threat has just left the game, unfortunately, due to an injury. And this is what we're doing? Let me see if I can find a stat really quickly to support what I'm feeling over here. All right. Yeah, Connor. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the fourth quarter stat. So they had 12 yards. So Connor goes out at some point in the third quarter. Maybe pretty early on in the third quarter because he only had 3 carries in the third quarter. And what happens? Kyler Murray starts rushing the ball more. They give Kyler Murray and Greg Dortch, a wide receiver, former Carolina Panther, the ball. Michael Carter only has 1 carry. But Kyler Murray had 46 yards rushing, so he used his legs. And then they threw the ball 8 out of 14 times for 66 yards. So that wasn't phenomenal, but it was more than they did in the third quarter. Third quarter, they threw the ball 6 times. Fourth quarter, they threw the ball 14 times. I was a little disappointed in that. But let me stay on task here so I can get through some more of you guys' questions. Let me also throw this up here real quick before we get out of here. Here is your pass chart for one Bryce Young. This man also had, let's give some sound effects here. Come on, where is it? There it is. But Bryce Young had, according to Pro Football Focus, because there are several of them out there, Pro Football Focus gave him the highest ranking for a quarterback. Highest rating for a quarterback. And congratulations, Bryce Young. There's his pass chart. He was throwing touchdowns to the left, touchdowns to the right, balls to the left, balls to the right, middle. I love seeing these charts, man, because they used to look like not like this. Nowhere near like this is what they used to look like. All right, let me try to get through some more comments because we got a few more minutes before Monday Night Football gets going, and I get out of here at 8 o'clock. Run defense is an issue. Are there any growing murmurs that Evero is on the hot seat? I'd cut him some slack with how many injuries we have. I am well aware of my audience, at least, wanting Evero to be out of there ASAP. I have not heard anything that says that is how the team feels at this point, to answer that question. What's up, Leonard Kowalski? Good evening. Appreciate you joining me. Let's see. Jeremy Anderson says, I know Ron was supposed to do some sort of broadcast for the game Sunday from what I heard, but do you find it interesting they played the Coming Home song for Ron Rivera? Rumors are speculating. I had no idea they played the Coming Home song for Ron Rivera. But no, there's no way that this team is going to tell the DJ to, hey, keep it a secret, but we want to tip our hat to let the fans know that Ron Rivera is coming back. So when we show him on the jumbo screen, play this. Just more like I'm home kind of thing is what I would have feel like they did with playing that for him yesterday. But I'll tell you this, seeing him at the stadium yesterday was great for me. He wasn't the first coach when I started covering the team. That would have been John Fox for me. No. Yeah. I think it would have been John Fox. That was my first coach. But Ron Rivera was certainly a guy that was there for a while. Probably the longest tenured coach since I've been covering this team. And it was cool to see him, talk to him a couple of times yesterday. Also saw him after the game in the tunnel talking with Bryce Young, congratulating him on a good game and, looking really happy that the Panthers won and that he had a chance to meet Bryce Young. But, other than speculation and stuff, no, I don't have any. And he was here to do the sports broadcast. I forget what station it was. I tweeted it out yesterday. And I probably can quickly find it, actually, to tell you what radio station he was here with covering that game yesterday. Let me see if I can find this and share this with you guys. He was with National Radio Sports USA. He was the analyst, and Ted Robinson was the play-by-play. So that is what had Mr. Ron Rivera here yesterday, and it was really, really cool to see him. All right, that's our show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, an abbreviated show because, well, it's Christmas, right? And we want to get to the game. So I got to do a show, but had to abbreviate it. Thank you sincerely, wholeheartedly to all the members that support this channel. Your support is needed. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that we can all continue to grow. And the biggest thing that you all can do to continue to support, if you have given and if you have subscribed, is just like every single video that you see and comment on every single video that you see that I do. Those two things helps basically YouTube say, oh, this is a popular video. Let's share this to more people and can help me grow. So I really would hope that you guys can do that for me. I appreciate you. I will continue to be the man of the people. I will have one more player interview that I will do before the end of the season. I'm thinking I want to talk to JJ Jansen because I think that'd be pretty cool. But hey, I work for you guys. So if you have somebody else that you would like for me to interview, let me know. That's it from now. I'll see you tomorrow. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.